Back with another video. Today is still September the 8th, 2025. Wherever you're located, if you clicked on this video, do you people see it all over the world where people don't even fear law enforcement? People don't even fear going to jail. Have you noticed the uptick if a person does not want to remain in a relationship, the other person get deleted? It's all over the world. Lawlessness, moral decay. Got an interruption. Nobody wants to give God reverence and praise and worship God. Before I get in deep into my video, I want you people to understand the consequences of living free. I want you to, when you get off this video, if you looked at this video, just maybe get in your vehicle wherever you're located around this world and go look in some nursing homes and hospitals. Just walk in there and just try to glance in the rooms and in the hospitals. You don't have to have nobody that's already in the hospital, a loved one. Just go do a tour. And go do a tour at some nursing homes. And you may want to just go and say, you know what, I'd like to see how this prison is operating. And listen to all the screaming and hollering and the unsettlement of people behind those bars losing their minds, because that is their wrath from God. And when I make videos and I see the busybodies in the world, and I see what people like listen to, they want a quick fix. They think that they're giving God services. Do you know most people are under the delusion that they think because they attended a church that that's getting credit? And it's not really a church, it's a business. But some people think that if they looked at a video, that's giving God credit. God gonna give them credit. The way you're gonna get credit, people, the only way you're gonna get credit from God, if you drop that pride and stop being a busybody and give God pure repentance and do God's will. I named the video, People Go to Work. That's all people care about. They want to make sure they're making that money. They can be in Starbucks on their laptop. They got a laptop. You can see them on the highway, sitting at the light on their phones. People come home. This is what they're doing. My wife even do it. This is my wife's favorite position. And she thinks because she listened to a video, that's credit. And then she want to ask me questions when she got 5 minutes to walk out the door to go to work. And this is what people are doing. They're putting a Band-Aid on it. They think that they're getting credit. Because God says in the last days, it's in 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 2, for people will love only themselves and their money and pleasure. They just want to have fun. That's why I titled my video, People Go to Work. Then they go have fun and maybe have sex if money's involved. Women are not getting aroused in marriages unless they are gaining something. And not even in marriages. If they're dating you, or if they're just women out here that just want to hook up with you with one night stands. Women that are they're not aroused with you just want to give them a piece of meat. They don't care how small it is. They don't care how big it is. They don't care what color you are. As long as they can go do what they want to do, whether they go spend money on materialism, where they can pay their bills, they got money in the bank. Otherwise, you won't be a thought. They'll be like this here, looking up somebody else for admiration to see who's going to sign up for them. And they're fantasizing on their phones or laptops to be looking at whatever they like looking at. Fashion, makeup, looking at how other women's bodies look. This is what women are after today. I want to give you people something that I see today. And I'm going to use my father for an example. When I was growing up, I really wanted to get to know my father. And my father was a busybody. He never had time. Every time I asked my father for like $20, $40, my father complained and used to humiliate me. And he used to tell me, your mother's married to a retired military man. Why are you asking me for money? I said, because you're my father. Again, I don't have that kind of money to be giving away to you. And then when he would give me money, he said, well, you make sure you pay me back. And as a kid growing up, he made me think that I'm not supposed to ask him for nothing since my mother's remarried. This man's supposed to help us. But when I grew up and I found out otherwise, what does this other man has to do with me? So my father was a man that went out gambling. He used to just drive across the world, where he went to Las Vegas, Lake Charles, wherever it was a gambling place, he went. I used to hear people tell me, hey, I saw your dad last night in the club. Oh, wow, I just asked him for $40 and he told me he didn't have it. And then I used to ask my father, hey, how is it that, you tell me you're broke, but so-and-so said they saw you in the club last night with some female or some lady. What am I supposed to do? Go out and work and just give you my money? I told you, y'all got a stepdaddy. Remember what I told you, people. Do you have any relatives right now that are in a nursing home or in a home to where they're forgotten about and the family don't care what happened to them? This is what's going on in the world today, to where people don't have time for you, and they are distracted from God with all other kind of stuff. And then when God puts something on them, they want your undivided attention. Did I just show you right here where it says in 2 Timothy chapter 3, for people will love only themselves and their money. In the last days, God said these are the spirits that's on the earth today. They don't care about sitting with you, pleasing you, having a conversation with you. We're supposed to be sitting around worshiping and praising God every day, all day. God knows we love him, but that is the most thing that we should be doing, because in the Lord's Prayer, it says in Matthew chapter 6, I'm going to start at verse 9. It says, give to the poor in prayer. Well, this is the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who is in heaven, hallowed be your name, your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So if we can't do it on earth, do you think God going to expect for you to do it in heaven? You're not going to be a busybody up there. You're not going to be on your phone. No, no phone is going with you. Your money's not going with you. So he's telling you right here on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors, letting go of both the wrong and the resentment. And do not lead us into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. If me and my wife is not doing any projects around the house, this is her favorite thing. Hey, I'm going to watch your video. And then after my video, I'll go in there and check on you. All right, babe? Yeah, what's going on? What's going on, babe? This is what you see at the red light. The red light turned green. Bonk! This is what you see walking down the street. This is what you see when you go in a place of business. This is what you see when you go in a grocery store. This is what you see even when you go down to the courthouse. They're not supposed to have their phones. They go like this here. I'm lost for words, people. I'm lost for words. Because I know that believers are in trouble. And if you're a real believer, you shouldn't be suffering. You should understand, just like I understand. When I'm at home, people, I don't have my phone on unless I'm getting ready to make a video. And I don't even turn on the TV that much. I do things around my house and make sure I check my maintenance, make sure I get everything ready for winter. Do things outside that I see something that ain't right. But I sit and talk to God. And God can't deal with busybodies, and he can't deal with people with pride. So I want to make you people, I want to double back and make you people understand the condition my father's in today. And my father is suffering. He's suffering in vain because he didn't want to give God his services. And this is what happens to people. My father is living in a house that him and his wife bought together. The house is too much overhead, but he cannot afford to live in a nursing home because he only gets Social Security. So my father is not even a diabetic, and he is going blind. And he got doctor orders that he cannot drive no more. He can't do anything on his own anymore. But he's stuck in this house to where he treated me bad, told me he didn't want me over there no more, claimed to say I was stealing from him. After I used to go over there and cut his yard for free, do maintenance on his house for free, because I was trying to show him since I'm retired. Sometimes God says, do good to evil, because he put hot coals on their head to test their spirit. He didn't cling to it. So I wrote him off. And you may be thinking to yourself, wait a minute. Doesn't the 10 Commandments say, honor thy father and mother and your days would be longer? I did honor him. I can't talk to him because why? If I talk to him, he's going to make me rebellious to where I'm going to have to curse him out. So God don't want you to curse him out. And God don't want you to put your hands on him, so I have to hang up in his face. Because his conscience is seared. He don't have no respect for me. And that's what happens when God put a strong delusion on you and make you believe a lie. That's where he's at. He's in a depraved mind state right now. He's blind. and he can't do for himself. And the people that he thought was going to be able to help him and he relied on them, they all turn their backs on him, which is all his sisters. He's the only boy that's living. His brother died years ago, way young. His brother died at the age of 25. My brother's 85. I mean, my father is 85 today. And he's going through it. But this is what I'm trying to make you people understand, what may can happen to you. You can probably either get deleted early, because that's your wrath, because you just don't have time for God. You just don't have a pure heart. Why are you on earth? Remember, God said, I am divine. He's telling the world, I am divine, and you are the branches. That any branch that does not bear good fruit will be cut off and thrown into the lake of fire. So some of them, they're deleted. You see it on YouTube every day on the news. Somebody's getting deleted every day. Because why? You're rotten. You're corrupt. All you want to do is look at stuff on your phone. The world got you. The devil got you. You're distracted about you. You are distracted by worldly things. Listen, this is what God tell you that you're doing. I'm going to go back to this one first. And this one is going to be in 1 Timothy. Let me see if I got the right. 1 Timothy 5:13. Yeah, I got it. It's going to be 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 13. This is what they're doing. And you don't think nothing's going to come upon you. That's what my father did. My father went to nightclubs every night. He went to motels with different women. Even while he was married. He never had time for me. Never gave me nothing. Never say, hey man, don't worry about it. If I borrowed money from him, you make sure you pay me back. Don't have me come looking for you. So he went out in the world, and this is what he performed. It says, now at the same time, they also learn to be idle as they go from house to house, and not only idle, but also gossips and busybodies, meddlers in things that do not concern them, talking about things they should not mention. So this is what they do, busybodies. And then they go from house to house, they gossip. That's all they want to talk about is gossip. What's going on in the world? Football, things that don't even pertain God. So now, this is what's happening to my father, and this is what's going to happen to you. And that's why the nursing homes are full with people get mistreated and no family members go see them. And this is why you got to go live in the worst nursing home because you can't afford it. Because why? God closed doors on you before you got to that age. So in Romans 2, verse 5, it says, but because of your callous stubbornness and unrepentant heart, you are deliberately storing up wrath for yourself on the day of wrath when God's righteous judgment will be revealed. He will pay back to each person according to his deeds, just as his deeds deserve. So you see why my father can't see? And he's handicapped? And everybody turned their back on him. And he's suffering in vain. Why? Because 2 Timothy said, for people will love only themselves. All he cared about was himself when he was up. He wanted admiration. He drove nice cars, always had on expensive rings and jewelry and stuff, and nice suits and dressed up, had expensive alligator shoes, ostrich shoes, you name it. He had name brand stuff. And that's when he was out in the world where everybody said, oh man, you sharp, man. And he pulled women and had a good time and he lived free. He don't think he deserves the treatment that he's getting right now. He's upset because he can't see. Well, God just told you that He's going to give you what you deserve. I'm going to take my time, make sure I get it. Okay? He will pay back to each person according to his deeds. When he says his, he's also talking to her deeds. Justly, as his deeds deserve. You don't want to love nobody. All you care about is yourself. And that's what I keep warning my wife, to let my wife understand that if you're distracted by God, why is it that you say you don't want to go to hell, but everything is distracting you? My wife, I tell her all the time, why you can't be still? And this is what God is talking about busybodies. Busybodies are people that are conformed to whatever it is they like. Materialism, worldly attributes. They can't sit still. That's what gives them that feel good, that fix. It's just like when you have withdrawals from you having drank coffee. You're addicted to coffee. You're addicted to drugs. You're addicted to marijuana. But you won't pray and ask God to take away those addictions. So God sit there and let you sow your bad seed and stay corrupt. And then when you think you're getting ready to retire and sit back and think that somebody's going to take care of you, God will make it to where no. I don't want my child wasting his time taking care of you because you don't deserve it. And that's why I don't go to my father's house. He don't deserve it. He was corrupt. So he's getting what he deserved. So if people don't go over there and check on him, he's going to stay in that house and rot. Same thing in the nursing home. They're going to stay in that house and rot. And my wife, years ago, used to work at a nursing care home. And she said some of those people would be sitting in the front lobby. I mean, older people, elders, she said looked like they was in their late 80s and 90s, and say, and then my wife said, she's asking, well, how's it going, Miss Johnson? Oh, my baby's coming to see me today. And my wife said, nobody would never show up. And these people would be stinking. My wife has seen this with her own eyes. But you take things for granted. Listen what I'm trying to make you understand, people. What I may want to do for my wife, because God knows my heart, God may put my wife in the handicapped stage to where it ain't nothing I can do but just go see her. And just like my father, when I kept pressing my father to try to spend time with my father, and times I didn't even tell my father that I'm coming to cut his grass, I used to just go cut it. I used to just go cut it without even telling him. And anytime my father pointed out something when I was doing his grass, clean up his yard, hey, you know how to fix this electrical fixture? Yeah, Dad, I'll fix it. Used to fix it. I mean, every time, since I retired in 2020, my wife used to call me and say, hey, babe, where you at? Oh, I'm on my dad's house doing some stuff for him. And once I would do what I needed to do for him, and I would call him and want to talk to him, he wouldn't even answer the phone. And then if he would answer the phone, yeah, what's up? Hey, man, I just called and want to talk to you. Hadn't heard from you in a few days. Yeah, what's up? Right now, I'm busy right now. With an attitude, grumpy. This is their favorite. Or looking at it on their television set, social media. They don't have time for God. Here's what I want to tell you, people. If you don't understand this scripture, when God says, for whatever a man sow, and when he's talking about a man, he's also talking about a woman. For whatever a man sow, for he shall also reap. God is letting people plant their own garden with free will, and he'll let you stay at your ease. You'll be idle, thinking that every day nothing's going to happen to you. You'll repeat the same cycle every day. Looking at your phone, you just won't break this cycle and stand on that same broad road, wide gate, the easy path that leads to destruction until God surprises you. That's what God let you do. He let you have free will like he let Satan and the fallen angels. And every time, if I tell my wife, if I used to tell my brother, if I used to tell my father, if I used to tell any other person that I work with, they will buck you. And then when you see the fall, they'll hide and you'll see how pitiful they look. God said they just waiting to go to hell. So I came on this video because this is what oppresses believers when we go out in the world. People are in a rush. They'll ride your bumper. They're in the grocery stores, act like you invisible in the aisle. Stand there reading stuff and you can't go around them. You go into the line to get ready to check out. They stand at you like the stuff in your basket, like we got some cut up bodies in your basket. They looking at your stuff that you're purchasing. This is what's going on in the world today. And if you're in their way, this is what it's saying in 2 Timothy. Difficult times will come, for people will love only themselves. If you're in their way on the road, they will ride your bumper until you turn off, or you get in another lane, or you start something with them. They want you to get out their way. They want to be the only one on earth. That's the spirit that they're in right now. Cops are pulling people over and they don't have no regard for the law. Yes, we have some bad cops and we have some good cops. But if you haven't seen what happens when these cops are showing up at the houses for domestic calls, they pulling people over and asking the back passenger to get out the car so they can search the car. Now people are saying, I know my rights. I don't need to get out the car. And then when they get out the car, they got guns in their pockets. Do you see the moral decay? Remember I told you people on the video that God is bringing division on the earth. He said, have I not? Do you think that I come to bring peace on earth? No, I came to bring division. So this is what I'm telling you people, that I think right now that things are so bad that something is going to get the world's attention. Look, people, I don't want to fear among anyone to sit up and tell you that God is going to come in the sky. No, I'm not that guy. But God said, my people know me. Why? Because they follow me. Look, people, something's getting ready to happen on this earth. I watch my neighbors. When I go to the grocery store, I watch people, how zombie-minded people are today. People don't have no regards for other people. I mean, Satan got people's minds on things in this world. Ain't nobody worried about loving each other and showing each other affection, and other than demon people that they go out and they do the same thing together, they live ungodly. Them the only ones you see. So I look at people and I don't understand how they can function in the world, and then they go home around somebody that's nice to them and they irritated. That's what listen to me, people. I know the reason why is because darkness can't be around light. They have to fulfill their fix. Darkness don't have nothing in common with light. So This is what I'm trying to make you people understand, that when I go out in the world, I can see people are irritated when I come around. And I told my wife, we supposed to be sitting around comforting each other. No, we don't have to always be in the bedroom, but a phone shouldn't distract me from my wife. If me and my wife not doing any projects and the house is up to par, we should be able to sit with each other, but that's boring to my wife. My wife figured if I don't have nothing to tell, if I don't force, like say, hey, can I talk to you? My wife don't come to me and say, hey, I got a question about one of your videos. When she got free time, she don't come and question me about nothing about, hey, I didn't understand something you said on one of your videos. Can you explain this scripture to me? It's just maybe, hey, good video, I watched your video. And that's the same thing when I thought I had some buddies that when I worked, before I retired, I would call them. And after I retired, hey man, what's going on? Yo, what's up? What's up? Hey, you got a minute? I hate this. Where do people get this from? What's up? What's up? Like they want you to hurry up and get straight to the point. What's up? What's up? Or they want to call you when they're busy. Hey man, what's up? Why don't you answer the phone if you're busy? That don't make sense to me, people. If you busy, why did you answer the phone? Just text me and say, hey man, I'm busy right now. Can I hit you back? And call me when you got free time. But God says they only care about themselves. That's why they're trying to make it seem like they're busy. They can't gain nothing from you. The only time people want to talk to you is when, what I just tell you in 2 Timothy. For people will love only themselves and their money. If they not at work, and if you call them, if they know that you're not going to buy nothing from them, they can't, you're not going to just give them something, they're not aroused with you. I had a guy, I used to call him, want to buy wood from him. Hispanic guy. I bought wood from him for probably 2 years straight. And when I decided, I didn't want to buy no wood from him no more, I would call him, yeah, what's up? What's up? Hey, man, I just called to see how you doing. Oh, yeah. Hey, man, I'm at my son's baseball practice. Listen to me real good, people. This man next door to me, it's probably going on maybe a month or two that he passed on. But I used to see this man in my surveillance cameras. And this man never had time to talk to me and speak to me. Just to say, hey, how you doing, neighbor? And make it right. My point is, when this man thought he was going to retire, this man deteriorated quick. One minute I saw this man out there cleaning out his truck. The next minute, the man couldn't walk. And the wife told me the man was talking crazy, like he lost his mind. She said, when she showed me the picture, the man, he wasn't a big guy, Hispanic guy. But when this man lost his natural, whatever was in this man deteriorated so quick, people. And when I saw the picture of this man, he didn't even look the same. But he was corrupt. So do you fear the Lord? Wherever you are in the United States, wherever you are across the United States and another country, wherever you are at the four corners of this earth, do you fear God? And if you don't fear God, He's going to surprise you one day. Because what the world have forgotten, that we're dealing with a jealous God. And if everything distracts you from God, this is what's happening to people. And they don't understand it. Just sit to yourself and think about what a parent is going through in Kerrville, Texas, to where 4th of July of this year, they camped and they set it all up and had no idea. These are parents that love their kids. They love their kids dearly. And can you process what a parent today is going through to where a night showed up unexpectedly? Nobody was prepared for it. But this is what I'm trying to make you people understand when God says he comes like a thief. And how a thief comes, they sneak up on you. So when you're at your ease, this is what the world is. God said they're at their ease. He said they will call up on me. I think it's in Joshua 22:49 or 49:22. Joshua, it's in the Apocrypha book. God says that when they require something from him, and God will bless them, and Lord, send my kid to college. Lord, bless my kids, and Lord, bless us with this house. God said they'll require something from him. And after they get what they want from him, just like what I was telling you about the guy when I used to buy wood from him. And God says that after they get what they want, they go back to their ease. What's their ease? On laptops and stuff, chasing money. And God says that if you hate your child, you will spare the rod to your child. So he that spares the rod to their child hates their child. You think those people in Kerrville, them rich people, telling their kids about Christ? This is what I'm trying to teach my wife. We need to be sitting up here talking about Christ and giving God glory, praise, and worship. But it's boring to people. So when God comes unexpectedly, what did he say? That if you spare the rod to your child, you're going to lose your child. That's why they went down the river. Because the parents ain't trying to search scripture. They trying to search and move money around. Let me see if these are brokers, realtors, people that got high positions investors. And their kids living a good life. Over there at Camp Mystic. And they said this was a tradition that we let our kids go and have fun with their cousins and relatives and stuff. But no God. So I just read it to you that you're storing up your wrath. So it doesn't matter what area you're in. You may end up like this man next door. Something come in your body unexpectedly. You may end up like my father's wife. Something come in your body unexpectedly. But that's when they want to stop and go, what do you think, baby? For whatever man sow, you shall also reap.